Thank you all for joining. So, guys, my name is Rishabh Kale. I have been an investment banker since last 8 years. I have been working as a sell side analyst since last 3 4 years, 4 5 years, and then on the buy side, I was a dealer. I started as a sales job. Like you guys, I majorly MBA guys. I started my career as an sales, started as a relationship manager, and then moved on to be an analyst. Now, okay, this journey wasn't that easy. Okay, I have struggled a lot. As you guys said, that I am not from a tier one college, so I don't get placements. People or finance guys or maybe interviewers, recruiters only look at degrees. But guys, let me tell you, this is not the case. At least in finance role, this is not the case. See now, I have been teaching from last 3 years. So I've transformed my career from an investment banker to a teacher, or I will say a faculty, visiting faculty. It's not a full time that I do teaching, it's on part-time basis. I move across various colleges in Mumbai, in Pune, in Hyderabad. So these three cities I usually roam around. But what I've seen around this, see the quality of the students are same. Things that I've observed in the last 3 years is the top 20, 10 to 20 percentage people do get jobs. Top 20 as in the ones who are, the rankers or maybe one who have scored good marks in the exam. Those guys don't have any problems with the job. You say that, sir, my college is not that big to get a role. Have you heard about Planet Finance Business School in Hyderabad? How many of you heard about this? Let me ask a poll. How many of you know about Planet Finance Business School? Apart from Hyderabad, I guess very few. How about Wellington Institute of Management? How many of them know? Wellington Institute of Management is it's one of the top 10 colleges in Mumbai. Right. Many of you might be knowing. It's in Mumbai, it's in Bangalore. So I am a faculty over there. I teach there. I also teach in Planet Finance. Now I have recently shifted to Pune. So there is an institute named Pune Institute of Business Management. Now I heard the name for the first time. I heard when I went there, they called me. I didn't even know the institute like this is there. It's in the outskirts of Pune. You don't see, Pune, you usually know about Symbiosis or maybe the Pune Institute of Pune University. Those kind of things we know. But PIBM is something very rare. I mean, very few must have heard about it. But people over there have also secured good jobs. Wellinger also they have secured good jobs, and Planet Finance have also scored good jobs. There are students who have struggled, whether they are from Wellinger, whether they are from Planet Finance, or whether they are from any other random colleges. They have struggled, and I see that 80% or maybe close to 60% of the students struggle to get a core finance role. The top 20 30% get. You will say, sir, they are more educated. Probably some of them are CFAs before coming to the MBA college, they are already done their CFA, or while doing MBA, they have done the CFA. They are doing CFA, or maybe they are like they were rankers in their schools, but not all. But not all. Few of them, they have struggled, they have worked hard in their MBA, and then they have got the job. They might be good in English, they might be good in writing, they might be good in communication skills, but you cannot say that this were the things that were taught in Wellington, these were the things that were taught in Planet Finance. This is all you learn on your own. In MBA college, believe me, I'm a professor. No one spoon feeds you. Even when I did my MBA, I think that okay, my college was a waste. No one knew about that college. That time I did it from BSc Institute, Bombay Stock Exchange. Only Bombay Stock Exchange people know. No one knew that they also have a institute. And that though At that time, they were only giving courses. Certificates I received from some other random colleges in UP. It was from UP, you know. You think that degree is important, MBA is important. It is important. Being a postgraduate is important. But from wherever you do, I don't think that, that doesn't matter. Obviously, when you do it from IIMs, you are preferred. You are preferred. And let me ask you this question. I ask in every college. Let's say you are from a random college, ABC college, and a CV of IIMs, your CV and a CV of IIM Ahmedabad or maybe IIM Calcutta comes at my place for recruitment. Okay. Whom will I select? Two candidates comes to me. Let's say I post a job opening. How do I post every now and then? I come, I two CVs come. One is of IIM, one is of a random college, ABC college. Which CV should I select? Guys, you can write in the chat box. Just asking. I ask this in every MBA college where I teach. Obviously, I don't teach in IIMs. Like how I post on the LinkedIn, I post about jobs, equity research, like how you guys send CVs to the recruiters. What if with your CV, there is also an IIM guy sending a CV? Okay. Majority of you are voting for IIMs. Now, let me ask you, why do you degrade yourself? Why do you think that IIM guy is more qualified than you? Why do you think so? Forget about qualification. Sorry, I put it in the wrong way. Why do you degrade yourself in front of an IIM guy? What is the reason? Once again, we'll have a doubt session later on. Keep your doubt with you. Why do you degrade yourself? You are also MBA. He's also MBA, right? Degrees are same. Curriculum is same. Approximate. Enterprise value, WAC, or whatever you think, free cash flow to firm. See, free cash flow to firm, equity value, cost of equity, CAPM model, all these things they have also learned. You have also learned. Am I right? No, no. Let's talk about knowledge first of all. Forget about who teaches them, what teaches them. If you think, see, why CAs, when you talk about a CA first ranker and a normal CA, after few years, is it considered that because you were ranker, I preferred you? After a few years, a CA is a CA. The 10 years, 15 years down the line, you say, I've done CA. The other guy also done CA. Basically, I don't know, you guys must have a CA friend or maybe, some CA in your family. Do you ask him the rank? Which rank he got in CA? At the initial stage, it might be important, but after a few years, it doesn't matter. So I'm just talking about the knowledge. I am just talking about the knowledge, the things that you learn. I think if you are from MBA finance, you might be recollecting things like FCFF, balance sheet, P&L, cash flows, indirect method, direct method, cash flow from operating, cash flow from financing. It's the same thing they have also learned because finance, the portion is same. If you see that, you have cleared CFA exams, the IIM guy has cleared CFA exams, both are at same levels, at least in the knowledge part. Do you agree? As you guys are replying over here that they are being taught by okay good teachers or the process is tough, different than a candidate. HR degrades your value. It's because you guys try to compete them on your own then, on their own then. Example, see, IIM guys are good at studies. That is why they are into IIMs. They might be a ranker in the school, they might be ranker in the college, but the problem is that you go and compete with them directly. See, finance is same. Does it mean that if he is a IIM graduate, he will become a millionaire? Was Anil Ambani, Mukesh Ambani, Adani IIM graduates? Were they CA first rankers? Adi Godrej, the big people you name. For that and Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. Acha, he was a CA. But was he from an IIM graduate? Like there are hundreds of Rakesh Jhunjhunwala that you don't know in the market. Are they all IIM graduates? Are they all CAs, gold medalists? Not CAs, I will say rankers. They found their way up. The problem is that why don't your CVs get selected is because you are competing them at some with their own, will say with their levels, with their skills. Again, I will give an example. Everyone knows Virat Kohli. Everyone knows Virat Kohli, Indian cricketer. Everyone is a big fan of Virat Kohli. Now, being in India, everyone likes cricket. There are hardly people who don't like cricket. But let us say, okay, let us say I was actually a cricketer. I for last 19 years of my age till 19, I was just playing cricket. I never studied. It was just about playing cricket. Now I think okay, I am a good player. I used to play good in my society. The people used to say, the uncles used to say, tell your the uncles used to tell to my parents, tell your son, to be a cricketer. He's very good at cricket, etc., etc., etc. Now, if I am good at cricket, whatever I am, as per I think, if I go and compete with Virat Kohli, what will happen? What will happen? I will think I am the worst cricketer ever. Do you agree? The way he plays, the way I play, obviously there is no comparison. And I will say, okay, he is Virat Kohli, how can I compete him? He is Virat Kohli, how can I compete him? In the cricket, so it is impossible for him to compete. But there are 11 people in the cricket team, all are Virat Kohli, or is the rest 10 people not valued? Is the rest 10 people not valued? Team is of 11, right? Virat Kohli is the number one batsman. What about the rest 10? Are they not equally good enough? Might be not at Virat Kohli's level, but they have their own levels. You cannot compare a Mohammad Siraj batting with Virat Kohli's batting. He is good in his own areas. Now you will say Mitchell Stark is not a good bowler because Virat Kohli is a good batsman. Is it what we say? So Mitchell Stark is an Australia strike bowler, considered to be one of the best bowlers in world cricket. Best bowler. But is because Virat Kohli is a good batsman, does this become that Mitchell Stark is a bad bowler? Virat Kohli hits in for six. So you have to create your own work. If you are not from those elite colleges, top 10 colleges, you have to create your own work. Now, how do you create? The question comes, how do you create? Whenever I teach in the MBA colleges, students come, sir, referrals do na. So give me some reference. I want some, please refer me to a job. Like how I post on LinkedIn, there are thousands of students who message me every day, sir, please refer me somewhere, do something. I am not getting job. I am struggling. Give me a referral. Guys, do you think I will refer you guys? Referral is given for the people who I know. Okay. Now there are also students, sir, I have been trying everywhere. I'm not getting the job. I'm applying my CVs everywhere. That were the major reasons CVs are not getting selected. You only send CVs to the HRs. As you said, if IM CVs comes over there and your CV comes over there, obviously an IM guy will be selected. Or maybe I will select a CA gold medalist. Because in your CV, there is nothing written. Now tell me, as a finance graduate, how many newspapers do you read? How many newspapers do you read a day? And if yes, Do you how will you prove that you read? Do you have any newsletters? Any summaries? Do you have any newsletters? Any sector research? Have you done any interviews that you have read? First thing, Acha Joel, now Joel is asking, let me reply him. Sorry, Joel, I'm being rude, but not for you. It's just random, man. You say guide me in a correct way. I will show my work after that. Okay. First answer, first question. Till now, how many newspapers have you read? How many newspapers have you read? How many articles have you read? And what is the proof for that till now? Assuming you have done an MBA, 2 years. I've done MBA 2 years. 2 years, there are 365, 365, let us say 600 days, 700, 720 days. Out of 720 days newspaper, let us take our weekends. 252 day, there are almost 250 days. No, 700, so let's do it half. 400. Do you have 400 news with you? You have done 200 MBAs for 2 years. Do you have? I'm just saying half of it. Achha, not only for Joel, others also. Those who have done MBA for 2 years, tell me, do you even have 400 news with you? News article, any article, even half of it? No. So, you know what happens when you don't read newspapers? There are so many financial terms which comes in the newspaper. Which newspaper? Economic Times. There are so many newspapers that terms which are there in the newspapers that you might not know. Now, this, okay, repo rate is still a very easy term. What about English words? Now, I have given this task to MBAs that whatever project you do in the college, whatever things you do, I want you to read newspapers every day. That is the task. If you don't come reading newspapers, you are not allowed to sit in the class. This is how strict the IIMs are. It is not their knowledge is important. It is what they do. See now, newspaper reading, you will also read the same newspaper as what they will read. Correct? Is newspaper different for IIM guys? I was teaching an IIM Calcutta guy. You know what he said? That sir, if we go to the class without having newspapers in our hand, you are not allowed to sit in the class. Then the next part, there is a professor or a mentor with them. They take your paper from you, close the paper, keep it with them, and tell me. And they ask you, okay, what was the news on the fifth page? Obviously, not the entire page, at least the heading. This is what the IIM guys do daily. The mentor closes the paper, catch any random guy in the class, and tell me, okay, what was the news on fourth page? Morning in the class, whatever assignments you have done the entire day, whatever work you have done, whatever projects you have completed, I want these newspapers every day. There are specific mentors to them. You know, from Economic Times, only reading Economic Times, I have got almost 100 page of books, 2, 3 books, which were full of financial words, which were full of financial words. I still have with them. We'll share it later on. There were so many words in that till now I don't remember those words. So many financial terms. You just go and read a newspaper, financial or maybe English. Now there is something like robust, okay? Robust, surge. Okay, these are some basic English words. NV surge. Now do you know this meaning of NV surge? Many of you might be, but majority of you won't know this meaning. Nodal agencies. You know the meaning what is the nodal agencies? What is the meaning of sovereign debt? What is the current repo rate in India? Repo rate. What is the reverse repo rate? What is the government bond trading at? What is the Nifty trading at today? In the last 2 years of your MBA, tell me How has the financial markets performed? Was it up? Was it down? If it was down, which sectors were down? If it was up, which sectors were up? And in which sectors, which stocks were up? Do you have? No. Ritesh, so not only good. Do you have documented it? 2 years of knowledge you cannot say in words. It was good. Huh? Okay, everyone knows it was good. Tell me which sectors performed, which sectors were not performed, which stocks were up, and why did the sector perform? And in that sector, which stock specifically performed? Do you have the data? Do you write all these things on your CV? Joel, PSU stock. Why were PSU stocks up? Tell me, you are a finance guy. Tell me basis on the financial statements. This is a vague answer, election. Tell me on the basis of financial. You are a finance guy now. Tell me you do investing. Investing is done based on looking at balance sheet and P&L. See, that is what the answers that you are giving are so vague that you don't even know. Tell me list of PSU stocks. Tell me their margins. NPA is increasing. What was the NPA before? What were the NPAs 5 years back? What is now? Why are they improving? Is all banks doing good? Yes, banks have suffered. Few banks have gone out of, in COVID, many banks were shut down. NIMs are increasing. What is the average NIMs in the industry? Which NIMs are increasing? NBFCs or private sector banks or public sector banks? There are so many things. Have you ever documented it? No. You guys have the answer. I'm not saying you don't have the answer, but you are just saying in a vague terms because of election, because NIMs are increasing, because NPAs are increasing. Tell me what is the names of SBI. Tell me what is the names of ICICI Bank. Now, many people might not be knowing what his names is. I will say, being from a normal, I was till 19th year, I was till my age 19, I was a student in 50 to 60%. When I was to get above 60, now my parents used to say, this guy must have copied. He is not even caliber to score more than 60%. My mom used to say that. I got 75% in 10th. My mom said, definitely he must have copied. I don't agree that he must be getting 75%. And I agree. I might have copied. I agree. 75% was not my cup of tea. Somehow I scored. 12th, though, I was almost failed. 12th, though, I was into cricket team. I was into volleyball team. I was into badminton team. Every day just go and play. Never attended any classes. Now, suddenly after 19 years, what happened? That, there's always a Mumbai under 19 selection. So I'm from Mumbai. So in Mumbai under 19 selection, I was not selected. My parents told, now it's done. You have played cricket. You are not you are capable enough to play cricket. That is seen in your this practice session. You are not able. You don't get selected. So now try doing something with your life. So being a backbencher, never open the books. What should I do? The only question for me was how to make money, because going into cricket was the purpose of being a cricketer was this only, that IPL. Okay, IPL people earn money. Cricket is a glamorous game. You will earn money. I will have big fancy cars. I will have girlfriends around me, etc. That was only the criteria to go and play cricket. Means what? At the end, earning money. But then everything stopped. Once I failed in the under 19 selection trials, what to do now? How to make money? That what made me into equity research. That what how to make money, not for me. You will say, sir, I don't have money now. Okay, your parents do have money. Where to invest? Where to invest? Again, a question I ask in MBA colleges. Tell me, how will you double your money in 3 years? How will you double your money in 3 years? Giving a question. Huh? Which of the instruments will you invest? Assuming it is your parents' hard-earned money, how will you double it into 3 years? Which all options are available? Anyone? How to double your money in 3 years? Dhruv said SIP. Okay. And Abhishek says only stock market, equity and debt mix. Gold market. If you want to double the money in 3 years, I will say it is 100% in 3 years. Means approximate on a CAGR basis, it is around 26% return per year. Approximate 20. I will say something between 23 to 20 to 25% is what you want. Is what you want in the next 3 years. Hedging is not an investment. Hedging only saves your losses. Hedging is not investment. I'm just talking about investment. Instruments, equity. The major question I get is equity and mutual funds. Trading, trading in stock market, right? There is nothing more than investing in stocks market. Now, as an MBA graduate, 2 years you have wasted. Tell me, tell me, where should you have invested the money? Why? How many companies have you tracked? How many companies have you seen? How many sectors have you tracked? How many conference calls have you read? Okay, you said na how to double your money. Because as an investment banker, what is the role of an investment banker? Ideally to advise the client to increase its returns. Am I right? What does investment bank means? I don't know how many of you know what is investment bank is. For investment banks, I will say in a small, very short term, it is an advisor. Investment bank is an advisor. Okay. Now, being a finance graduate, tell me where should I invest the money? And for that, do you have research papers with you? Hotel and chemical sectors, do you have research papers with you? Do you have research papers? M&A and advisory. Okay, which are the previous M&As that have succeeded? How much returns they have given? Which sectors was M&A done? No, you just give answers on vague basis. Now, if you want to get jobs into equity research, equity or investment banking, and you have to compare yourself with the IIMs, newspapers is the only way where you will compare. Because when you say M&A and advisory, you should know what all M&As have mergers and acquisitions have done in the last few years. What was the valuation used, and what price was the merger happened? Hotel and chemical sectors. Which hotel sectors have gone up? Why? What was their profit growth? Financial models. First, it starts with making financial models. But to make a financial model, I have seen students just make financial models for fun. How I have made? Because sir have told to make. Because I was given a task to do in the class. That is why I have made a financial model. I made a financial model on Maruti. Okay. See here how students reply. I asked them which is the top selling product for Maruti. Top 5 selling products of Maruti. Everyone knows Maruti. Everyone must have made a model. Tell me which are the top 10 products of Maruti. Top 5 products. Which are the top 5 products of Maruti? You have answers? Basic question when you make a financial model, I just ask you top 5 products of Maruti with the volume numbers. How many models of Swift Desire was it has sold? No, not auto. I'm talking about products. I am talking about products like Alto, Baleno, something like that. Alto, Baleno, Swift, These data are available online. If you just Google it, you will find what is the how many models the Baleno have sold this month, last month. These data are available. You get in the newspapers. If you know every first, second, third day or every first of every month, auto companies are auto companies give their numbers in the newspapers. There is websites called Auto Pundits if you want to go and see Auto Pundits. There is a website called Auto Pundits, also available on CM. CM is a paid site. Which says, sir, we don't have the access. There is websites called Auto Pundits. If you go and find, you will get all the data from last year. I have data from 2009. I started my career in 2013-14. I had data from 2009, each and every month, which models were up, which models were down. I have gone back. How many of you have? How many of you have models like this, data? How many of you have the data of last, let's say, 2 years? No, you are doing MBA. Let's say last 2 years, monthly data are available. If you don't believe it, I will show you. 1 second. I have done this thing. Where did I learn? Okay. Like you guys, I have worked under an analyst. I told him, I will work for free with you. Just take me with you to work. To show you up. 1 second. I hope my screen is visible. Total product sold of Maruti. If you go down, you get product-wise details. This is for the month of April. You said what Swift is the top? Swift, Baleno, Desire. What is the top Swift? It has declined. They have only sold 4,000 vehicles. Now, why was it decline? Brisa was 17,000. Wagoner was 17,800. These were the top products. You don't even know what are the top products. You don't even know how much volumes it has sold. This is the difference between you and the I am guys. Everyone, no one is mentally challenged. Everyone has the same set of mindset or same set of brain. It is just that you don't use it. Because what I've seen on today also, now when I say that I am starting an internship and I will teach you things, it is starting from 8th June. I told students that I will teach you all those things, where to get this data, where to, sir, how much salary will I get after the course? I want to join an internship with you. How much stipend will I get? I have already spent 10, 15 lakhs on MBA. I don't want to spend more. If I'm spending more, then I want a guarantee that you will give me a job. These are the questions I get. No one comes and tell me that, sir, what knowledge will I get? What knowledge should I get to get into equity research? What all things are you gonna teach us? And with those things, what else I have to do? Now, students who have enrolled for my course, that is starting from 8th June, there are a few students who told me that, sir, there is 1 week time. What should we learn before coming to the class? What should we come prepared? This is basic thing. Basic thing people don't ask. People directly want to say, how much salary will I get? That is the first thing they want. They don't want to know what experience will I get, what all things you have learned. They don't call me and ask, sir, what was your experience? Where have you worked? How do you research about a company? Nothing. That is the problem. I met a JBIMS guy, Jamnal Bajaj. You know Jamnal Bajaj? Top institute in Mumbai. It is considered more than IIMs on the part of return on investments because the fees is only 3 lakhs. IIM fees are 25 lakhs. Return on investment is highest in Jamnal Bajaj. That student, we only interacted twice. What he said me that, sir, I don't want job from you. Just tell me, sir, how do you start doing research? I will join your course. It's not that, I don't know valuation. I don't know. He was better. He was better than me in Excel. His Excel was so strong. Yes, sir. And I told him to go and do some analysis on a conference call. He came up with 50 questions. Sir, what is this call? What is this call? What is the reasons? How to analyze that, etc., etc. I don't find this in other students. Curiosity to learn. It is just I have spent money, so I should get job. This is not how we will get. If you now any students from here who come and tell me, sir, give me a referral, I ask him in the last 2 years, if you have done MBA, tell me how many news articles have you read and give me the documents. After that, I will ask this. You have a finance graduate now. Tell me how many annual reports have you read? Annual report reading, not only reading, summarizing. Summarizing means writing. See, reading, how will you prove that you have read the annual report? How will you prove that? Sir, I have read 5 annual reports. Proof? What is the proof? No, right? There is no proof that how many annual reports have you read. I know you, because I know whenever I see your CV, there is nothing in your CV. It is just what your education and some projects that you have done. That's it. You can write this in your CVs. 2 years what you have done analyzing of annual reports. Write a project, a continuous project, a continuous reading of summarizing of annual reports. Have summarized now annual report summary. You should not take any random company and start analyzing. Whatever things you read in the newspapers, that you should analyze. Whatever things you read in the newspaper means which sectors are performing. Now, currently, as you said, chemical sector are performing. Example. And now, what is the reason behind that chemical sectors? You should write that reason, that what is the reason behind chemical sectors performing, and after that, do a research on the company. Now, okay, I will give you one basic example. If you read newspapers, those who are reading, Nitin Gadkari, said that he will reduce taxes on hybrid cars. Agree? Have you heard this news? Nitin Gadkari is the Transport Minister of India. He said that he will reduce taxes on hybrid cars. Currently, it is at 50%. If it reduces to 20%, he's saying that to remove the tax GST from 50 to do it 28. Which is the company will benefit? Which company will benefit? Wrong answer. Tata Motors doesn't make hybrid cars. Maruti makes hybrid cars. Honda have started saying that they will make hybrid cars in the future. Mahindra also said. Toyota and Maruti are one and the same, right? So do you have data for that? Okay, Toyota, Ola are not listed, but Mahindra, M&M are listed in India. Mahindra, M&M have got listed in India. They are listed. So have you done analysis on those companies? Start doing. First is reading and summarizing annual reports. Auto sector, do it for entire auto sector. Those who have doubts, we will have a doubt session clearing sessions after this. Whatever your doubts are, I will answer it. Annual reports, reading. Then after that, financial statements, analyzing financial statements. Now, when I tell students that punch data for last 10 years, that is P&L, balance sheet, and cash flows. Students are like, sir, क्यों करना है? Let's take it from money control and your screener. Why should I punch? I was getting 20 lakhs to just punch numbers. Some point in time, my salary was 20 lakhs. I was getting 10 year to punch numbers. I was getting 20 lakhs just to punch in such a way that the one who sees your model will analyze that, okay, he has punched the numbers in such a way that I can analyze quickly. Because as a fresher, I am not going to tell you do a valuation of a company. I am not telling do a valuation of a company because you are fresher. You don't even know what valuation is all about. You just know how it is done. What are you good at? Can I say at least you should you should be good with Excel and punching numbers? Yes or no? Okay, I forgot. Okay, let me write the newspapers. Economic Times, Financial Express, and then your Mint. Forgot to mention the newspapers. Financial Express, Mint, Business Standard. In 10, when I was 19 years of age, when I wanted to start something, I started reading this all newspapers. Each and every day I used to read newspapers. I liked it so much. I liked it so much that the business, there's also economics part in this. Economics is always a nightmare subject. Commerce guys might be relating with this. Economics was always a difficult subject. In whichever school you go, school economics was there in 8th and 9th standard. Economics was always a difficult subject. But while reading this newspapers, economics as a subject became cakewalk for me. Economic as a subject became cakewalk for me. CFA, so in TY become third year become last year, the board's exam, out of 60, I scored 55 marks in economics. Being a 65% student, I scored 60 out of 55 in economics. Why? Because of reading newspapers. Then, when I started doing CFA level 1, that economic subject in that, I only read once. I said, this is very easy. This is everything every time I know. Everything that I've learned is same to same. Because when I opened the books in TY and in CFA level 1, the news, the words that I've read over here, this all things were the same words in my books. The same words in my book. So it was very easy. Today also I gave CFA level 2. I didn't clear it, but I scored highest in economics. I failed miserably bad in level 2. I gave it last year. But economics was high. And I didn't study because I was busy in some work. I never studied for the level 2 exam since it was an attempt. I had to attempt it. That is why I went for the exam. But economics was above 70. How? The things that I've learned from colleges is still with me. Which one? Not what is called enterprise value, cost of equity and all. This all things. Because enterprise value, cost of equity or financial terms can be learned anytime. You can learn in any time. You do one course, you will recollect everything. But what about these things? It's not there. You will not get this in 1 or 2 days. So tomorrow is the interview. Today I will start reading newspapers. Newspaper reading, annual report reading, punching financial numbers, listening to conference call, I will say no, sorry, analyzing the conference call rather than saying listening, analyzing the conference call. Now 2 years of MBA means 2 years of MBA. Each year have 4 quarters. So 2 years into 4 quarters. 4 is equal to 8 is equal to 8 conference calls in the 2 years. How many for one company? Likewise, if I say at least for 4 companies, means into 4. Is my screen visible? Is my screen visible? So I 4 conference into 4 companies comes to around 32 quarterly reports. Do you have with you How many quarterly reports you have with you? Because there are 8 conference call, 8 quarters, something have changed for a company. No, no, no. Now someone was asking, sir, only why 4 students have got a job. It was only four. There were also more students. I have not mentioned them, but this 4 students have done all this. These 4 students have done all this. Those who have got jobs for 32 quarterly reports. After that, they somehow were able to get into equity research roles, and they are earning a salary in excess of 8 to 9 lakhs as a fresher, somewhere from sales background, somewhere from uh BCom. One was a BCom guy. Okay, BCom guy was a got a less salary, but the one who were MBAs were at least earning 8 to 9 lakhs. Finance role, they were doing marketing jobs. Now they are into sales. Sorry, now they are sales job. Now they are into core finance roles. Why? Because they have spent. They were with me for 3 months, 3 to 5 months. They were with me. They said, sir, it's no problem. We will be with you. One guy though, he did internship with me for 3 months. He did internship with other companies for 3 months. He did CFA within the 6 months, and then he went for a job. This is the effort that they put to get a job. And what are you doing is just they were also same way. Sir, I'm not getting job. I'm not getting job. Report writing. Now there is also a way how to write reports. I'll show you how reports MBA student makes. Okay. This is one student who sent me. He was from a good college. I will not name the college, but he was from a good college. Maybe less than tier one, just less than tier one, below IIMs. See how he made a report. See, this was his report. He sent to me that, sir, give me a job on this. I am quite interested into equity research only for one company. I asked him why, but sir, I have done it because it was my college project. See, see the way it is written. And now I show you some reports which are made by the industry people. And this is where I used to work. This is where I used to work as an insect company. I was working here. There was a report of this analyst who makes this. Just see, I'm just scrolling down. He have made a report on the entire industry. When you say that auto industry is doing good, you cannot just make a model on one auto Bajaj company. He has Hero, Bajaj, TVS, Eicher, all the things he have come. This is how the reports are being made. You see how it has been made. The data over here, EBITDA percent, CAGR, last 3 years, last 5 years, something about the company at a glance, all thing in one file, one sheet. Revenue growth, growth in two-wheeler segment, growth in scooters mix. When I see when you say you like Bajaj, how much scooters does it make? How much motorcycle does it make? What is the export? What is the entire two-wheeler sales in the area, in the country? What is the entire uh, industry looking like? What is it growing by? You see this all data, and he was having Excel file for that. Obviously, he was an analyst, but this is how the data is all about. And this data is available in the presentations and the annual report and the websites. These data are available free of cost. At least auto companies do you get, auto and FMCG. Rest all companies sometimes you get in the newspapers. All these data, motorcycles industrial mix. What does Splendor makes? Sorry, Acha, here have given C, which are the 175 to 125 cc segments, which are 125 to 250 cc segments, which are above 250. This all segment uh, analysis, where is there in this report? He has done an industry analysis. Is it even there? Can you guys read? See how it is written. No one reads such big things because there are so many reports in the market. No one has time to read all these things. When as a manager, I look at your report, or whereas an interviewer, if you look at the report, if it's not getting any knowledge, why would I? Do you think I will hire him? Do you think any recruiter will hire him? Power grid. Some key players include, he has just given the answers. What is the difference between a power grid corporation and and a Adani transmission KEC? What is the difference between those two power companies? Do you know the difference? Do you know what is power grid selling at what price it's selling? No, sector analysis, but he has written sector analysis. Just writing the name of the company doesn't mean it is sector analysis. Then it started economic analysis. He has said, sir, I have made reports, you should hire me. You see how he has punched data, pointers. Here there are two decimals, there is no comma, here there is comma. Then, okay, somewhere it has written one decimal, here there are two decimals. 3 and 4 has come down, 402, suddenly 408%. Here the font is different, here the font is different, here the font is different. One more MBA student, I will tell you. This one. You look at the format, how it is written. See, you see this? All everything written, copy pasted. Everything is copy pasted from the company's website. This also, do you think this analysis that he have done, he has written on his own? Can you write this much big thing in a report? Can you write? If I tell you make a report, is it an analysis? Reports are not to be copy pasted. It is to be analyzed. You are an analyst. Don't make a report of 100 page. Make a report of 10 page, but be that 10 page you have written. There should not be any single word copied. Obviously, the numbers and all that you can copy, that you can take, but not the sentences. Report writing is a skill. And for that, you should know the company in and out. You ask me anything about Maruti, I will be able to tell you. Maruti, you tell me about auto sector, I will be able to tell you how much cars are sold, what is it is growing at, how many players are there, how many listed players are there, how many non-listed players are there, how many total cars are sold in India. All the data I keep till now. And not for only auto, for other companies as well. But this is what I don't see. I will tell you one of report that I have made. This was my report. Now, okay. Does anyone know what Torrent Pharmaceutical does? Does anyone know what Torrent Pharmaceutical does? Majority of you might not be knowing. See, there's my name over here. That is my name over here. Okay. Now see how to write a report. This is the this was the first page. Torrent Pharma, whatever I've written it over here, forget this. Just look at this graphical presentation. The total Torrent Pharma, 44% come from India, 51 from international. And this is okay. This is one segment you might not be knowing, but this is the third segment of the company. And out of this international, it is selling in Germany, US, and Brazil. With just one pictorial representation, I have told you what Torrent Pharma actually does. Now here tell me what Power Grid does. I've written about the company. I think where is it? Business. Tell me. Tell me from this. What is the business is doing? He has done. Coming from transmission and telecom consulting. What does transmission means? What does telecom means? What does consulting means? You will say, sir, where you have written. I will show you. Once I have told you what Torrent Pharma does, now on that Torrent Pharma, I have separated that in India. What is it breakup of? What was the Indian revenue? What was the therapy wise breakup in India? What happened in the last 5 years? Because I started in 2020. This annual reports I have read. From the annual report, I just found one file, one word from the entire annual report. Then I have told the top, okay, the data, where is the distribution going on in the Indian market? Major, where is Torrent Pharma majorly present? What is the revenue coming from the top 10 brands? This is not data because I was analyst, I got. This is all publicly available data. Nothing data, no data I have got from any paid websites. All from annual reports, presentations, quarterly websites, conference calls, and all those things. Okay. There are various ways. And now see, this, what is the price? What is the top selling? Okay, I will say top selling products. Right. It was over there. Here I have again the top selling products. Now I have mentioned Shelkel. This is the name of the product. What is it into? Vitamins. Total sales were 2000. And then I have told what is the price of a one Shelkel tablet. The Shelkel tablet price around 99, and it has presently it has no alternative. This Chemoferol Fort was a price of 385. Third one, okay. This was Nicostar. Alternative is Nicostar. Nicoram is the price. There is alternative. This is also what I have done. This is what I teach to the student. Now I will tell that one student that I've got job, into research. My ex-boss messaged me and said, Rishabh, I want to hire some candidates in investment banking. My my budget is not too high. I don't want an experienced guy. See his reply. I don't want an experienced guy, but I want someone who knows the industry or who have made reports on industry. Okay. Because I cannot hire a fresher. You see the difference? I don't want someone who is experienced, but I want someone who has done some research. Where will you get some candidates? So he was like, Rishabh, if I put on LinkedIn, I might get students, experienced guy, but there are so many freshers. I don't have the time to scan the CVs. Do you have anyone because since you are working in the industry, you have worked in the industry, people around you, you are teaching the students, you might be knowing who is the best out of it. Or send me 4 5 CVs, I will select the best out of it. And he said, with CVs, I don't want the CVs, I want their research work. Just give me the numbers, I'm fine. My boss didn't even ask me for the CV of that person. He just asked whether he's MBA or not, because in investment banking, there is a criteria to be a postgraduate. MBA or MCOM, both are fine. You just have to be a postgraduate. I was saying, is he a postgraduate? I said, yes, sir, he's a postgraduate. Okay, send me his work. So I called him and I told him, Avinash, his name is Avinash. It is there. His name is Avinash. Avinash, tell me where is the report that we have made when you were with me in the class? He said, sir, I have. Wait, I will send. I have also recently made one project. I will send you. He sent me this project. His report. Now he had done it on his own base because he was free, sitting home, what to do. So he started following whatever things I have taught him. Here, go down. You see something similar from the industry part. We'll put it, okay, side by side. Okay, I will put this two side by side. Hope it's visible. Something similar. Charts I have put down. He has put over here. And my charts were somewhere over here. Okay. So my charts were down. Okay, over here. All charts. His business description. My business description about India. Similar. Name of the products. I will zoom this. Name of the products. Total product brands. Industry overview. Increase in demand of chocolate to aid confectionery industry growth. Europe significantly boosts the confectionery industry. Key players. Now, this all thing, see, he has broken up the revenue and he had this model with him. He has made this model. See, so many data, volume growth, SKU growth, price growth, foreign exchange. Then he have written about the industry, what has happened in the quarter, what happened, an income, a snapshot of income statement. Now, still, I will not say this is exactly what I've told him to make, but he have done a good job. You know, when I sent this to my boss, he told me, Rishabh, have you made this report? I'm like, no, sir, I have not made. Avinash has only made. Sir, Rishabh, don't lie. I said, sir, really, I have not helped him even to make it. I have just made some cosmetic changes. That's it. The entire report is made by him. He said, Rishabh, call him for the interview. I said, sir, is it okay? You don't want the CV? Well, just send the CV to the HR for this for just the formality. You call him for the interview. Give my personal number to him. Tell me to contact me, and if we will discuss the time. And since he was in Pune and the position was in Mumbai, there was a 1 day gap because this happened on Tuesday. Wednesday he had some work, and Thursday he was in the for the interview. Thursday, the boss messaged me. So sorry, Thursday happened. Friday I was busy. I messaged him on Saturday. Avinash, how was the interview? What happened? He said, sir, I got an offer letter. I am moving to Mumbai on Monday. I'm moving to Mumbai on Monday. This was, and salary he said, sir, I have got around 8 lakhs. I said, sir, तुमने मुझे भी कभी 8 लाख नहीं दिया था जब मैं फ्रेशर था. उसको तुमने 8 लाख दिया. It was like that. It was like that. And this is not the only one project he has done. There were many other models that he had made, many other quarter. This was the best report that he had made, initiating one. There are also other quarterly reports on the question that why have you made the Hershey's model? He had that data with him. It was not the one report that he made. This was the best out of the lot. The models, the conference calls, all he had. Now, how did he got a job? Can go, I'll show you his ID. 1 second. Go on my LinkedIn. I will show you ID. You can go and connect with them. Him. Acha, it's there also. It's there in the. Sorry, it is already there in that file. The course file that I'm sharing on the LinkedIn. You can contact it. There was a guy named Rishabh Jain. Same. MBA from Wellington Institute. Now, Wellington Institute also not getting jobs. He says, sir, I'm not getting a job. I'm getting, but I don't want to go into sales one. Sir, what should I do? He never asks me for salary, sir. How much salary should I get? What should I expect? Sir, what should I learn that at least my CV should get selected? What should I write? I said, without experience, you are not getting. Without experience, first thing you are not getting. You write just MBA in your degree. You have done MBA, you have done modeling, financial models, report writing, you will not get. You have to work under someone. Then is the only reason someone will recognize you. Or else, no one will recognize. If you are from a topper or maybe a CA background or IM graduate, okay, they will consider it. But not a fresher. Sir, then take me as an intern. I said, I have to teach you so many things. I cannot take you for free. There are so many things I need to tell you because you don't know. You don't even know how to punch numbers. Why should I take you? So yeah, so what happened is he started working with me. He started working, started making conference calls, started making research. This is the conference call report that he made with studying for CFA level 1. 3 months he was with me, 4 months. Fifth month it was a CFA exam. Sixth month he got a job in HDFC Securities. He was struggling from last 8 months. In the next 6 months, he got a job in HDFC Securities. Research analyst, sell side, fresher. How? He was having experience in the engineering field because he was an engineer. He was at the age of 30. You said, sir, age is the criteria. His age was 30. 20, sir, not 30, 28, 29. I was not knowing that he was 29 years old. Till 29 years, he was struggling. This all things he used to do, writing newsletters, annual summary. So I've told him what you should write. Okay, write my name, RK Advisory, and write all those things in your CVs. That okay, this is an internship. I'm not selling a course to you. I don't want to learn. I don't want to teach you financial modeling because I have already taught you in a Wellinger. So I will not teach you modeling again. This all comes with part of modeling. So all these things will be a part of modeling that you can do it very quickly. What remains is research. So equity research and financial modelings are two different parts. My CV is not getting selected. In that interest part, the right interest. You know what you write? Or your hobbies. You write, right? Hobbies. What do you write? Tell me anyone what you write in your hobbies? Anyone? What do you write in your hobbies? I like playing cricket. I like singing. I love watching movies, etc. etc. No one write reading books. When you write such kind of things, how will it interact me? How will I get attached with you? Or what should I ask you from your CVs? See, go and write reading newspapers every day as your hobby. Questions will be asked to you whether you are a fresher. If you are a fresher, questions will be asked to you based on your hobbies. Where you spend one line of your CV writing rubbish things. No, if you want to write your hobbies, just write reading financial newspapers. And reading books, if you want to write reading financial books. See, he will ask you which book did you read, what you read in the books. Because I know I am an analyst. I know what questions to ask. If you don't know anything about finance, because I am guys are more graduate or more talented than you guys. Don't go and compete with them on that I know more finance than you. Like same competing yourself with Virat Kohli. He will throw you out of the industry totally. You will think that I will think that cricket was never a cup of I am good at only catching, being the ball boys on the ring. If you compete people with their strength, you will never be able to compete them. If you are not from a good institute, if you are not a good at academics, do all those things. These are all available free of cost. And how to do it? Okay, I can tell you how to do it. Those who know can do it. How to make your CV look better. In your CV, if you write your educations, it will get rejected. It will get purely rejected. I have 500 CVs with me currently lying. What will I do? What should I do? Give internship to everyone. You don't even know how to punch numbers on an Excel. You have only done for one company. That too only annual numbers. Where are the quarterly numbers? Where is the analysis? Nothing. Should I take you? I will not even take you as an intern. I am taking personally. I would prefer you, okay, if you are a first ranker, I think, okay, you can do this all things better. You say that, sir, I have been a CA gold medalist, I have cleared CFA level 3, then only I will take it. Nowadays, CAs are also struggling to get into research because they are good at accounting, but they have never done all those things. Never ever. So in the next 3 months, what I'm teaching to my students is just doing all those things. I don't want to teach you making financial models. That anyone can do. I teach 100 students every day, 1,000 students. So till now, in the last 6 months, I must have taught 1,000 students. 1,000 students know how to make financial models. What is the point? What is the point? 1,000 students don't do this. The ones who do get the jobs. Whether you are from a sales background, whether you are from a non-commerce background, whether you are from arts background, reading newspaper doesn't require any kind of previous knowledge. Reading annual report doesn't require any kind of knowledge. finding stocks doesn't require any knowledge. Now let's do an exercise. One exercise, and then we'll open the floor for question and answer. One exercise. We have done this in our previous class. On that basis, a guy named Advait from that four guys who have got a job in Purnartha. We have discussed one thing in the class. In some newspapers, I read that footwear industry is growing a lot. Okay. And there was a newspaper article. We used to read this every day. So in one of the articles, it was written about the footwear industry, that what is happening in the footwear industry, what has changed, how was the footwear industry looking previously, now how is it? Now there is something called inflection point. Okay. Now inflection point is what? Where majority of the from here the growth starts. Inflection point means from here the growth starts. This is the point where it will start growing. Inflection point. Okay. Now, in US, every person uses almost 9 pairs of shoes. Okay. 9 pairs of shoes. I'm not saying two. Means average individual has 9 pairs of shoes. You know how much is in India? How much is it in India? Any guys? Any random thoughts? 9 pairs. When I read it was 0.5. When I read it was something like 0.5. Not 0.5, but it was in the rural area. So I will say, okay, it was something around 2.5. 1.5. How many pairs do you have? Now, it depends on your income and your family income. But recently, if you go in any malls, you see a lot of Skechers stores nowadays. Skechers, Nike, Puma. Suddenly, you have started seeing this from last 4 or 5 years, if I'm not wrong. Think Skechers have done very well, at least in some pockets. I have been in Mumbai, I have been in Pune, I have been in Hyderabad, all where I see Skechers store and growing. Skechers, Puma. Agree? Agree? Guys, do you agree? As a small exercise, I'm asking you a few questions. Please do reply so that I will tell you how did we started doing research. And then I found out approx somewhere. This is what I found in the news. And I also observed that this is what is happening. Now, there is a cousin. Now, my uncle works in Bank of America. Now, he's also an investment banker. Now, he works at a very high post. Okay. But since coming from a very middle class background, he always becomes low. He's always is a maintains low standards. What happened? Okay, low living. Okay. That day, my cousin, so he's my uncle, my cousin who is like 8 years old, he came to me and showed, brother, see, I have bought a Nike shoes. He came and showed us that, brother, see, I have bought a Nike shoes. That Nike shoes was costing 6,000 rupees. I don't remember when I was in 8th standard wearing a 6,000 rupees shoes. Do you even guys wear now? 6,000 rupees shoes. I was shocked to see that. I asked my uncle, that uncle, and my uncle uses 1,000 rupees shoes. But he is using 6,000 rupees shoes. And he stays in Lokhandwala. Andheri Lokhandwala. Now, Andheri Lokhandwala is said to be one of the prime localities in Mumbai, where all film stars stays. Okay. Not Shah Rukh Khan and all, but the stars which are, let's say, someone like Rohit Shetty or Kartik Aaryan, those all people stays in that area. So he says, Are Rishabh, all his friends have the same kind of shoes. Now someone is having Nike, someone is having Adidas, someone is having something Fila, all those stuff. Nike, Adidas, and the Skechers are the prime. When you wear such kind of thing, you feel like, okay, you have bought some premium product. It is like buying a Mercedes in front of a Maruti. Now I said that guys, now we will do research on the entire footwear segment. Now when we talk about footwear, which is the first company that comes in your mind? Let's say you want to go to office and you want to go to office. Let's say you get a job, you want to go to office. Which company shoes you buy? Bata, right? Everyone, Bata, Bata, Bata. Quite obvious. You heard about uh do you heard about Metro brands? Anyone heard about Metro brands? Also, you see that there is some lot of like Skechers, Metro brands are also growing. Now, okay, many of you might not have heard, but have you heard about Mochi? Have you heard about Mochi? Now go and ask a girl, your girlfriend, your sister, they will know what Mochi is all about because it is one of the expensiver brands. Yeah, Mochi is the who owns Mochi? Metro brands. Who owns Mochi? Metro brands. Now Bata, Bata, the products are around in the range of average price of a product is 1,500. That we found out. Okay, average price of a Bata product. Average price of a Metro brand. Metro brands and Bata are competition. They also make the this shoes and with this girls also for ladies also as well as gents. Mid luxury segment, right? You can say that a premium product. I will not say mid luxury, but it's a premium product. The average price is around 5,000 for a Mochi shoes. Go and ask your friend, your girlfriend, or your sister. They might be knowing. The average price, it's not 5,000, but it was around 3,000, double of Bata. Given a choice, let's say as an investor, which company will you invest? Which company will you invest? Because 3,000, it's a costlier product. India cannot afford a 3,000 rupees product. Given a choice, if I tell you buy from these two companies, if you want to be an investor, which company will you buy the stock? Just basic, random research. Bata. Why Bata? Because India is a poor country. People cannot afford a product worth more than 1,000. I mean, 1,500 is still on the expensive side. If people are poor in India, when we made the model, and when we made a report on this, Metro brands, we made a report on Metro brands. I said we will start doing research on Metro brands. With Bata, obviously with Bata, with Campus, with Relaxo, with Red Tape, this all companies we followed, and there was Liberty as well. We did a research on all this company, and then we found out, okay, Bata and Metro are the premium products. Okay, these are all mass segment products. Now, if the 9 pair is there in US, and currently when you see there's a lot of traction happening up in the luxury segment goods. Currently Bata has a tie-up with Adidas to sell its products, and Metro brands have recently tied up with Fila for selling premium products. All right, Deep is saying not cheap quality in Bata. Bata do have quality issues. I use that. I use both the products because we were doing research. Bata and Metro. I use both the Bata. Though usually, you will see your dad, your brother, or maybe someone uncle aunt might be using these Bata products in the home. But now when and I bought Metro brand shoes. Why? Just to see what is the quality difference. And then I found out that okay, if I can spend, if I earn 15, 20 lakhs as the average MBA salary, I can afford a 3,000 rupee shoes. I will not buy a 1,500 rupee shoes. Ideally, that is a concept. But when my student, that Advait, went for the interview and he started pitching Metro brands, the question came from the recruiter, the manager, Advait, you are wrong. Why would I buy metro brands? I will only buy Bata. If you're saying the footwear industry is growing in India, I will obviously prefer Bata over Metro because people prefer Bata over Metro brands because this is obviously an expensive product. The retaliation to it, what I've told him that interviewer will ask you this question. Be prepared for that. Because obviously, for normal point of view, Bata is the product that you should buy. I told him, just give him one example. Today, which is the highest selling uh, cars in India in the type of car? Type means hatchback, sedan, SUVs. Which is the highest selling and highest growing categories in India? If you know, car categories. Which are the cars do you see on the roads nowadays or in the last 2 3 years? You have seen some categories have increased. SUVs, SUV, the category of SUVs and normal SUV, I will say starting from Creta, not mini, I will say compact SUVs, but starting from Creta, that SUVs comes around in the excess of 15 lakhs on road price. It goes from 15 to 25. Kia Seltos, the top end products comes at 25 lakhs on road Mumbai. And those, let's go to our uh, their Auto Pandit's website. Okay, show you the Auto Pandit website. In that Auto Pandit website, let's talk about the Hyundai. Where is your Creta? 15,000 worth of Creta, which is more than the Maruti's Baleno, which is more than approximate same as a Wagoner. You know, Wagoner costing is around 4 5 lakhs. Creta cost around 20 lakhs. Same way, this was Creta. Let's talk about Kia. There is Kia. Kia. Seltos is 6,000. Let's talk about uh, which is the other SUV, MG, Thar. Okay. XUV, Scorpio, 14,000, which is more or same as Baleno. Now you tell me, selling Baleno is profitable or selling Scorpio or Creta is profitable? What is profitable? Baleno comes at 10 lakhs. This whole car comes at 25, in excess of 20-25 lakhs. It means that the industry is moving towards a premium segment. Industry is moving towards the premium. You cannot say India is a poor country anymore. The data doesn't show that. So I told him, take this data with you in the interview. Takes this data with you in the interview and tell him why you should not buy Bata and buy Metro brands. See, we can go wrong on that. We can go terribly wrong on Metro brands. Metro brand stock can crash. But at least I have tried to explain why Metro brands and why not Bata. People are not preferring cheap items anymore. People do want to buy high-end products. That is a desire. With GDP consumption increasing, per capita consumption increasing, it is said that the industry is moving towards a premium segment. Okay, Bata is a good company, but I will bet Metro. And we had the reason that Metro is increasing stores. Metro's products are good. People are liking it. We had the range, Metro's uh, company have increased. We have entire model of the Metro. That model was there with him. But this was the things that is not seen in any of the financial models. Tell me, how many of you have done this kind of research for any company? Do you have? Do you have? If yes, good. You show these research reports to your Acha, when he sent his models, he sent all the models, Campus, Relaxo, Red Tab, Liberty, Bata, and then out of that we selected Metro. Okay. From out of that we selected Metro. It was that. It was not that only I started with Metro brands and started, okay, go and start telling. We did a research on all this, and out of that, we found okay, Metro Brands is a good product. Obviously, that was my analysis, not Advai's analysis. But he used, obviously, he helped me. I mean, I helped him. So you are saying lemon tree, do you have ITC? Do you have data for IH that your Indian hotels? Do you have data for Oyo? Oyo's IPO, DRSP is out. Do you have those data? Data, conference calls, what the management have said in the last 3 quarters, what are they doing now? Do you have the quarterly numbers? Do you have the breakup? See, this requires time, and 2 years is a lot of time for you. You are just spending 2 years doing nothing. You are saying that I am doing MBA and I will go and compete the IM guys. Forget about that. Will never happen. Can this all things you do? Will an IM guy know this? If he's knowing your knowledge and his knowledge is same, yes or no? Is there any tweak to it? Is there anything different that you will do and the IM guy will do? Research is research, right? But this is what you have to write in your CVs. This is what you have to write in your CVs. Okay, I will show you the CV of that Rishabh, okay, who got a job in HDFC Securities. 1 second, let me see if I have or not. Hold on. Acha, till then, anyone have a doubt? If you have a doubt, you can write in the chat box or raise your hand. I will clear your doubts. What are the things that you are facing now? Apart from this, now anything else that I have missed out? That why your CVs are not getting selected? Just raise. If you want to unmute yourself, you can do it. Till I'm finding the CV, I'm not able to find that CV. Where is it? Uh, Reply one by one. That's fine. I'm not able to get his. I will show his LinkedIn ID only. That's better. What all things he wrote on his CVs that helped him get at least recognized? See, there are many MBA students, many from Wellington. Why only his CVs was selected? Okay, I've got it. 1 second. I've got the CV. Okay, I've got the CV. See how many things he have wrote. It's my company only, RK Advisory. From June 23. The class had June, so it was around June and 6 months from there. 3 to 6 months from there. July, August, September, October, November, December. I think when he got a job, 1 second, this was June 23, and he was giving a CFA level 1 exam at that time. If I go on his LinkedIn profile, I don't know when he joined exactly. In December. Shows LinkedIn profile also. He joined somewhere in December because his attempt was there in September. That's why he waited for the. See, look at his profile. Summer Indum application developer, Bachelor of Mechanical Engineer, Wellinger Institute of Management. He was my student. I never knew because he was never attentive in the class. I never knew that he was my student. Started somewhere in June, 5 months, 5, 6 months. October it was his exam. And then he got an internship after that. From here only he got an internship. And then, but he has not written on his CV. Look at his CV. Financial modeling, tracking news, conference calls. He got somewhere around 8 to 9 lakhs CTC, and bonus is different. Fresher, core finance role. His salary, I think, might have increased now to 10, 15. Because the once he changed the job, his salary will directly increase by 40 to 50%. Because finance is that high paying role. If he performed well in this organization, definitely he will have. Now I will recommend him after 1 year. I think 1 year is not completed. After 1 year, I will recommend him to some other good institute because I have my colleagues now who are fund managers now, who are at lead analyst. They usually want. I will recommend him for definitely. Quarterly highlights, sector tracking, valuation techniques, investment thesis writing. Now, if you write all these things on your CV, this is a CV that he have sent me. I've told him delete this, delete this, delete your past experience. If you want to write it, just write one word and forget. Exchange technology, no need to explain it. Try explaining an MBA project. Here also he did some analysis. Try explaining an MBA project, see summer internship, because this is related to finance. This was irrelevant. So I told him to change his CV and he got selected. And then when you write all those things, 6 months of experience, now that remember my boss what he said. He wants someone, not an experienced guy, because experienced guy will ask higher salaries. He wants someone who is between 0 to X1, between 0 to 1. And that is only internship because no one leaves the job in 1 year. Okay. That is what that 0 to 1 experience says in your uh, LinkedIn. When I post 0 to 1 year, it is not freshers. Freshers will be rejected. It's between always between 0 to 1. Okay. Acha, there you want to speak. 1 second, I will. Okay. There you can. I'm unmuting you. Yeah, there you can speak now.
Thank you for that. Unmuting the option. Actually, yeah, I was when I joined it and saw that report, so it was quite interesting and all that. I just uh, want to say that, like, yeah, I mean, it's completely lengthy process, and I just want to know how much time does it take? I mean, usually, like, so equity, I mean, business report, sorry, business research report, like you are understanding a business, value chains, products, and all that things. So, how much time actually does it take to actually make a report and analyzing the peer-to-peer comparisons and all that?
It when I was working, it took me around 1 month to complete a report when I was working extensively. So
I mean, sector report or actually like a company report, specific company report.
from scratch, I will say right from blank Excel and blank Word,
I see.
financial models, conference calls, research, company websites, newsletters, and all takes at least 1 month. At least 1 month, I will say. But since I was experienced, I was taking 1 month. Might take 2 months for you to do because you
Because
don't one
yes,
company, you track the entire sector.
yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
But I just want to say, I mean, there are some sectors which are dependent on other sectors also. Let's say like
Ah,
ITs are there, so they are also, these sectors are giving business to banking and all that. Because
hmm.
I mean, these are the sectors like which are, you know, uh, important. If there won't be any IT services or to that company, it will be the business will be disrupted. The technology will become obsolete. All that,
Area,
and some of them are yes.
Dhairya, 1 second.
So,
Rather than complicating things, try try doing research on a basic sector, things that you use, automobile, FMCG products. Basic, don't go that I want to follow steel sector, I want to follow pharmaceutical sector. That depends sector, depend on other sector. First, at least try doing on your basic companies. As I said, shoes you use, do a research on shoes. You know the difference between a Bata shoes and a Metro shoes. Do a research on a car. You
mhm,
know the difference between a Maruti and a Tata. Do a research on somewhere like FMCGs, HUL. You know the product in HUL and Dabur. Do some research on companies like watches. You know the difference between Titan and Ethos. Why want to go into some complex sectors? First, do it. Just try doing it. Those sectors are
Mm,
very complicated.
I see. Okay, I
Okay.
was not aware on that. Thank you
Just
for
do basic
that.
sectors. Okay. Not to just complicate things. Things you will complicate. Problem is if you complicate things, you will not understand. Okay, so let me answer the questions in the chat box. Working on financial. Okay, I am MBA from tier 3 in sales. Okay, I'm saying I've done internship in sales from past 6 months. I want to go into core finance. Should I take whatever job I get, like sales, work on CFA, CAT? Yeah, that is one way of doing. If you want to do it, see, do. But whatever I have seen that with job CFAs, I was not able to clear. I had to left that job. So it becomes difficult to clear CFA with a job. So it's up to you if you can do that. And if you want to go into core finance, first you have to work under someone. Without working, you will, even after clearing CFA, I have no CA and CFA cleared, not getting jobs, research jobs. No experience. Why would I hire you? If you don't know how to punch numbers, whatever qualification you are, why would I hire you? Yeah, you have to carry these models. So models are electronic. So you can send the models with your CVs. When you send your CVs, also send your models and reports. And while going to the interviews, you can take your reports. Because till now, when I go for interviews, not now, obviously, before that, 3 years back, when I used to go to interviews, I used to take my own reports with me. And then I have to tell you, don't ask me from the interview, ask me what I have done. I have done a research on Maruti, ask me whatever you want. And you have a report with you. You can take a permission that, sir, can I look from the report because I have written it in the report. And obviously, you should have written it in the report. You should not churn your pages. That's sir, where I've written, where I've written. Yeah, you need to take your reports with you. Yeah, during your job application, your financial models, your financial reports, equity reports, conference calls update, newsletters, and not one, at least 4 to 5 from the same sector. Deep after 3 months, there will be a batch for 3 months. Yeah. How to create ATS proof? What I didn't get it. What does the ATS proof CVs means? Abhishek, if you have a gap between bachelor's and master's, you can say I was studying or I was busy. That is personal thing. No need to explain it. There's no need to explain. You can write, I have done some, I was studying something, I didn't fail. There's also a gap in my CVs from bachelor's to MBA. What I was doing, I was playing that tournaments at that time. I said I was studying, I failed CFA exam. Or else I was doing something which is not relevant and I would not like to share. This is how you can be tell in your CV, in your interviews. I was doing something but it's not relevant and I don't want to share it. You don't judge me on my past, judge me on my present. Okay. And interviews do agree. Why will he spend time learning your past? In internship, how much salary? Internship, you don't get salaries, Shailesh. His research about ETOs is good, quite okay. We can start the roadmap if we start now. What roadmap? I've given a roadmap. Writing reports, start first punching numbers, reading newspapers, identifying the sectors. Okay, I will give you the roadmap. 1 second. I will give you the roadmap at the end. Just remind me. Yeah, move into could you search? Sir, I'm working in Tata Motors Finance Limited in the sales department. Okay, help me in MBA Finance. I want to move forward in the course. Studying, I will say studying degree matters a lot. Do CFA, FRM, whatever suits you. If you're doing CFA with CFA, track the stock market, track the financial market. I will say what is happening. Read newspapers every day. Write news articles, statement analysis. Whatever you learn in CFA, apply it practically. Those are things you can do. Things that I've told you, annual reports, reading, and all. Or you have to find internship for that, Srikanth, and then at least punch numbers. If you want to work under someone, at least punch numbers, do some basic research, and tell him that these are things I have done. Company analysis, financial statement analysis. For that, you can read CFA books. They have showed how to do an financial analysis. So write in your CVs, Rahat, if there is no section for uploading models, you can write in your CVs that you have made such models, and if given a chance, I can share you. Just write somewhere down, and I've made financial models, and write the names of the companies. They will ask you for models if your CV is selected. Yeah, Excel file also. If you are sending to an email ID, Excel file also. Aryan, okay, Aryan. I'm going down, Aryan. Now it's from Vaibhav. What are the hierarchy in the role whether Mumbai City has good opportunities for equity research profiles? Then, Mumbai City do have an opportunity, but Pune is equally good. Pune also have opportunities. It's not that only Mumbai has. Mumbai has more. Pune might have less, but there are. Raj said many times CVs got rejected by AI and CV screens of it. CVs are, I said, na Raj, CVs are not to be sent. CV is just your thing that you should, they want to coordinate. That is why only CV is there. No, my boss, he said, just give me the number. I don't want the CV. And just asked me, is it MBA? I said, yes. CVs will get rejected only. If you send only CVs that are rejected, you don't have anything to do. Find the emails of HRs and mail them personally. Uploading CVs is very luckily you get. See, no one, when I was applying in CRISIL, it took me 8 months to get the call from them the first time I applied. Why? Because I was continuously messaging the HRs. I have sent the CVs. I have sent the models. That time I got the call from this CRISIL. Raghav saying that I became BCom graduate, worked in accounts for more than a year, thinking of preparing for GMAT. Should I enroll for your program now? Raghav, it's up to you. What is your purpose? I will not say that enroll for my program. What is the purpose for you being an equity research analyst? You can also like something else. Mandal Veda, I will unmute you just a few minutes. Shailesh says CFA is necessary for job or MBA in marketing. CFA, I will not say it is that necessary. Progress towards it is important, and you should start doing for CFA. But there was a BCom guy in my class who also secured buy-side role. I was shocked to see how he got, but he spent almost 6 to 8 months working with me, and then I recommend him to HDFC Securities institutional desk because he was a good student. So he was just a BCom graduate, still he secured the job without CFA, nothing. The salaries are lower than when you are not a MBA or a CFA. That's the only issue, but jobs are there. And students have got. So I am confident enough that if students have got, you can also get. And you must have seen in the last 1 month, I must have shared 15 to 20 research jobs. I don't have anyone to recommend, to refer also. Vishal, you can join the program, but you have to then, work hard because it will be everyday working. Every day I will give you a task. I will say, go read newspapers, find me 10 news, sector news. Then, okay, go to that company website, find the top products of the company, come up with a report, go and read the annual report. So all those things you have to do. So it takes time. If you can manage it, I will rather say, okay, you can come for my course. Okay, now let's go to Mringana, Mandal. Okay. Anyone else? Any questions? Mandal, I have asked you unmute and you can go ahead.
Yeah. Hello, sir. Thank you for unmuting me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear.
Sir, actually, I wanted to know since I've completed my CFA Level 1 certification and I've also completed MBA in Finance from a Tier 2 institute. And with the prior from Symbiosis Institute of International Business in Pune.
Okay. Okay.
So, and I've also worked with a equity research firm in Kolkata, where I was summer intern for with a role of equity research. And I've also worked with Excel in terms of building financial models.
Great, great.
But sir, I don't understand why the CV is not getting shortlisted for any kind of equity research roles. I mean, if you want, I can share my screen and show you my CV.
Uh,
Something I will.
Mandal, see, I said now again, CVs are always rejected. What you have else apart from your CVs, tell me. In the research internship that you have done, what have you done?
So, sir, I was
No,
part of.
proof of that. I'm not saying what I'm not judging you. I'm saying what is the proof that you have done all those things? Do you have?
I have the
Do
coverage
you,
report that I had submitted for cement sector.
only one
And yeah, right now only one.
cement sector. So how many companies are there in cement? How many
So take
conference calls have you attended? How many models
okay.
have you made of cement? See, because like you know, now I'm teaching in Pune Institute of Business Management. Same, your campus and my campus are almost similar. And that
Yes, sir.
there are students who have I might there are almost 1,000 students overall PIBM, and out of that, I think I teach 135. 10% of the crowd I teach, and out of the 10, 135%, 135 students, almost 50 students have got query research internship. They have done. Now I know what are
Right,
they
sir.
doing there. They're doing time pass over there. This is just one
Right,
institute.
sir. Yes,
Why
sir.
would your CV get selected?
So we are not getting the option to upload sometimes our reports and financial model
But
when
that's
it comes
fine.
to
Find
LinkedIn
HRs.
apply.
Find the HRs of the company and on LinkedIn and all. How you found me? Find the HRs. Go
Right,
and
sir.
find
Right,
some
sir.
any other random company, random people from the company and ask him, do you have an HR? What he will do? Maximum he will not reply. No, fine,
Right, sir.
fine. But at least
Okay.
someone will reply. Like me, someone will reply to you. That
Right, sir.
I
Right, sir.
reply majorly. I try to reply. So and what if fortunately there is an opening? It happens at times. There's an opening and you message that person.
Right, sir.
But for that, you should be prepared first. When you say cement sector, if I am was an interview, I will ask you this thing: which are the companies? Where are the models? Where is the conference calls? What happened in the cement sector in the last 2 weeks?
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Right, sir. Right,
so
sir.
be
Got
prepared.
it, sir.
Okay, fine. That is the
Thank you, sir.
reason CVs are rejected because there is lot of supply in Indian markets. I am shocked when I put my equity research internship or equity research roles, I get 200, 300 CVs a day. It's like that. Very difficult. There's a lot of competitions. So what I do, I filter it out. Okay, filter it out starting from IIM students. Then I filter out, means filter only for IIMs. And looking at the experience, okay, if not IIMs, then CAs. If not CAs, then CFAs. And this is how the CVs are. And also in CFAs, yeah, if we have done anything, then only it is recommended. Always, if I have just sent a CV that I have done CFA, I have done CA, rejected. Or to what should I do with that? I want some experience. There was one guy who sent me 11 models. I still remember. He sent me 11 financial models and some 4 5 reports, initiating coverage reports. So, what I did, I at least tried to open his CV. Then, what he have sent so much. This is how the recruiter thinks. He have sent so much. Let me see what he have sent. Because every other guy is sending the CV. Sir, please find attached. But that guy sent, so I actually at least opened his CV and saw, but he actually got a job at that time. So he said, sir, I've got a job. Thank you for coming back to me, but he has got the job. But that is what interview recruiters do nowadays. CVs, with CVs, what all things you know. Don't send me CVs, send me your research work. Okay. Anyone else? Jarhat says, I have cleared CFA level 1, simultaneously pursuing MBA, and right now I'm working on a financial models and data reports. Sir, how do I go ahead with as my application as getting first do na MBA, your applicant will get Rahat, I have told you so many things. How many things have you done out of that? Only making financial models is not gonna help you. That everyone makes. Like you, there are lakhs of MBA students who are making financial models every day. E-clerks, I don't have any idea, Aryan. What is that? That is some different role. Shubham is asking how CFA will help along with internship. Shubham, CFA, what happens? There are some things that are missed when we learn or take some course from a this some investment banking course, because technical knowledge is something that you need to have. What are amortizations? What are the types of depreciation? What is deferred tax assets? What is deferred tax liabilities? What is right of use assets? Such things are to be known. Basic things are there which are not taught, because those are very minute things. For that, you should have CFA. At least start learning CFA, reading CFA books. What happened? I didn't clear CFA level 2, but when I was studying for CFA level 2, the same questions were asked to me in the exam, sorry, in the interview. Though I didn't clear level 2, but I was able to answer in the interviews, because the questions, the technical questions that were asked were a part of CFA books. Okay, that is why I say CFA is important. You can read the book. If you can mug up the entire book, I'm okay. Don't give the exams. See, in stock market, in finance, knowledge is important. Your degree is not. That I have seen. As the way I have seen myself growing, degree is important only for your salary. Because salary matters a lot on the degree. But for getting jobs, degree is not that important. No, Sumant is saying, sir, you said you will not teach financial model. No, I will be teaching modeling. I will not be only teaching you modeling. That's what I'm saying. Modeling is a part of research. Without models, you cannot make a research report out of it. So whatever things you write in the research reports comes from a model. The cost of the course is around 10,000 and it will be for 3 months. Trainings will happen on weekends. The course that I'm trainings will happen on weekends. And weekdays you will work with me. There will be morning calls which will happening. All the students who have enrolled, we will have a morning call. We will interact with each other. What happened? You have to read a news before coming to the call, and we'll all will talk about the news. And then I will give you some specific tasks, sector-wise tasks for everyone to apply. That will be done in the entire week. And weekends, okay, what you have to do for next week, that I will teach you on weekends. That is how the course will go on. So with learning, you're also doing some tasks and you're also getting experience to work under a experience guy, work under industry guy. So my aim is to provide jobs to them. I am not interested in teaching modeling, because there are many other institutes who teaches modeling, but they are not giving jobs. What is the point? And I'm not even charging. They have charging something 1 lakh. I have seen 1 lakh, 1 lakh 50. I got a message from one of the candidates yesterday, sir. Other institutes are charging 1 lakh and they are only giving jobs to top MBA students, tier 1 MBA colleges, right? Because tier 1 MBA, it becomes easy for them to get jobs. I actually know my friends actually ask me every time, give me some reference, give me some students which you have trained personally. Because when I go to MBA colleges, the problem is there are many students over there and I cannot refer one, because it will be a bias to them and I work for them. This is my personal thing, so I can refer anyone. I can be biased on someone who is actually working. Because in MBA college, if I give bias on someone, it will be conflict. There will be some problems. That is why I have started this course, just to refer my friends and help people in the industry to get good candidates, which nowadays MBA is not able to do that. That is the purpose of entire course. And if not, you will learn something how to invest on your own. When I went for job, I left my sales job and I went for interviews. I went for internship. I spent 2,000 per month to go for interview. I tell that, sir, please take me under you. I will come for free. It was 40 kilometers from my place where I used to stay. I left my 50,000 rupees job and went there for 3-4 months with my money, spending my money. That, sir, please, I will do all your work. Since that time I was CFA level 1 cleared. Still he took me, he said, okay, Rishabh, because he liked my work, he took me. Because he liked my work, he took me. And then I have to spend 2,000, to go there and work under him. But that 2000 helped me earn 20 lakhs in the next 2 3 months, 2 3 years. That at that time I might have spent 6,000 and plus traveling from, if you guys are from Mumbai, traveling 40 kilometers in the Mumbai is a task. I used to grow from central western. I stay in Borivali. I used to go to Mulund. If you guys know, if you are anyone from Mumbai, from Borivali to Mulund, bus, train, rickshaws, all transport I used to use. First by bus to go to station, then take a train, then take a western, then take a central railway, then again take a bus, then again take a rickshaw. Full day I used to work with him. But I know this would help me in the future. Sales job is not gonna help me. And that is that today I'm here because of that internship. Only because of the internship. That J, I don't have. I was just working for some freelancing work there. Course fees and structure, I just now mentioned. I'm not getting your name. Training for how many hours on weekends? It is training is on 3 to 5:30, 3 p.m. to 5:30. Shailesh, in equity research, usually 6 lakhs is the base. If you're an MBA, 6 lakhs is usually the base in MBA in equity. Those guys have got 8 lakhs because he was CFA level 1. But the one guy who are MBA, this Avinash of the Advait and all, they have got something around 8 lakhs. There's one guy CFA level 2 who is working with HDFC Securities. I don't know what is the exact salary now, but it is around that range. Also, if I'm working, how can I enroll for internships? So working, it's difficult, Silas. For working, internship is difficult. So what happens now for working professionals? What I do is, if you do all the task on time, but what I've seen that many of them don't do it because they don't get time, and it is equity research and extensive. But if you are interested and if you get time, I give them task, and at the end I give them a certificate saying that you have made freelancing certificate. Like Shailesh, I have given you some work to do, and you have done it. Let's say a valuation on automobile sector, industry report on footwear sector. So like I can give you a certificate. Okay, this guys have done, and you can also write in your CVs that worked as a freelancer for RK Advisory and worked on these all projects. Because internship obviously I cannot give because you cannot do two things at one time. Vaibhav, if you talk about my salary range, I left my 6 lakhs rupees job, joined again at 4 lakh, and then it just kept on multiplying. 4 lakh in next 2 years it became 8. In next 2 years it became 16, and so on. And COVID was a bonus for every finance guy. Salary doubled direct in COVID because there was a COVID and stock market was rising. But this happens 4, 8, 15, 16, 20, 25. You reach easily in the 5 years. Now, if you start from 10, so now 25, I was saying that at my age, 10 years back. Now it is something, 10 becomes 15, 18, 20, 25. You can reach if you start from 10. And depending obviously what you do now, because there are some people in research, they start learning CFA, they start learning Python, they start learning Power BI. It depends on you. But salary is huge. And sell side guy gets 1 crore salary, the lead analyst. The highest salary reported in Edelweiss. 1 crore in at the age of 40. Yeah, the recordings will be available for certain period of time. If you miss the lectures, they will be available. At least till the course and recordings will be available. Raghav is saying, sir, will you be able to understand charts, technicals? Technical, I don't take. Technical is my friend who takes, but that's a different course. That was introduced in the last batch, but not in this batch. Yeah, fundamental I teach. Charts, I don't. Faisal, forget about work-life balance. If you want to work in finance, Either you select finance or either you select work life. Shrikant, I will say it is not a course. It is a training where on weekends I will be training and weekdays you will be working with me. Because for internship also, if I want to hire you, you don't know things that I want. Correct? You don't know the things that I want. Let's say I tell you go and punch numbers for Maruti. I want it in a certain way as per the industry. So that all things I will tell you on weekends, and then you go and do on weekdays. So that weekdays will be internship, weekends will be training. Difference between last course and this course. Last course was fundamental. Same, it is almost the same. Nothing difference. This is more extensively towards fundamental. That was technical also introduced. But now, since there are a lot of jobs in the market, uh, fundamental analysis prefer more than technical. Sir, you said there will be morning calls in weekdays. At what time and how long? Morning calls are catch-up calls. This is how what you will learn in this course is what does an day-to-day analyst does. Day-to-day guy, analyst does on a day-to-day basis. This is what you will learn. What I used to do, I will replicate with you guys. Morning meeting. Morning call will be around 8, 9:30, 8:30, sorry, 9, 9:30. Once the market starts, at that time. Usually it happens at 8, 8:30 in my office. Usually in the stock market, it will be around 9, 9:30. Once the market starts, you get up, you read the newspapers. I will share the newspapers with you, and then you will. How long? 15, 10, 15 minutes, depending on whatever news you have, whatever things I need to share, what things I learned in the entire day. 15, 20 minutes max. The working professional, Vedant, that is an issue. Weekdays is an issue for working professionals. No, the discount is over, Vaibhav. It is 10,000 now flat. Discount was till last week. For working professionals, there is a problem, but you have to work hard for that. Because at Advait, now, if you say that Advait guy who was a sales guy, this Metro guy, Metro Brands guy, he was a sales guy, he was working, but he was dedicated. Then he used to come in the morning, he used to do all the tasks, ask me question personally, take time after office, he used to go home and do the homework. So he used to do that. Before the internship only, he got the job. He only applied it somewhere. I said there was an opening, I applied it. Well, good. And he has asked me for the models. I said, go send, you have already made the models. So, okay, sir. So he got before 3 months only. So he was the first guy who got it, sales guy who got it before the internship. Okay, guys. Any other question? Uh, any other questions? Brochure. Okay, I will send you the brochure in the chat box. You can download the brochure. Things that I've been teaching. Guys, I'm sharing the brochure in the chat box. Those who are, you can see. But from today onwards, if you are passionate about finance, you're not getting jobs, I will say you are missing on these all things. Now your roadmap, someone was asking for the roadmap. How will your roadmap be? First thing you do is read newspapers. And why to read newspapers? To find investment ideas. To find investment ideas. If you are an employee, let's say investment banker, you are an advisor. Where will you get where to invest? From newspapers, ideas. Which sector is performing, what is GDP doing, what is government doing, which sectors government are focusing on, which industry is growing. Once you get the ideas, find the companies in the sector. In the sector. Make Once you find the companies, okay, then do some sector analysis. Do sector analysis that what is the sector is looking like, why it is increasing, why it is decreasing, how can increase. Then the sub segments. What are the sub segments of the sectors? Like when I say auto industry is growing, it doesn't mean tractors are growing. It doesn't mean bikes are growing. Some part of the sector is growing. Let's say SUV segment is growing, or I will say, let us say, premium segment, bikes more than 300 cc's are growing. So that is also a part of auto industry. So find which subsectors, sub-segments are growing. Then after that, annual reports of all those companies. Find the difference. Annual reports of all the sector companies. Find the annual reports of all the companies in the sector and then analyze the annual report. So what an annual report? That is an MBA and those all things you should just find on YouTube, that what all things you should look in annual report. Majorly is the MD&A that you have to read, segment breakup and all. After annual report, conference calls. Oh, sorry, annual report, then punching numbers. Punching quarterly and annual numbers. Then conference calls. Then after that, it is report writing. This takes a lot of time. This is how the roadmap should be for any research. And if you know financial modeling, so better when you punch numbers. And okay, report writing will come. Financial modeling and report writing. Financial modeling, report writing. Financial modeling will come with valuation and all. Okay. In valuation, which valuation should you use? What is the company's current valuation? How was it different? Something like that. How is it different from financial modeling? This is research. So financial modeling is a part of research. So there is no difference between modeling and research. It is same. It is not modeling. That's what I'm saying. It is not financial modeling. Yeah, I will also teach you how to use screener, how to filter stock. Three months is the internship. You can work with me. The guy Rishabh had worked with me for 7 months. Because he was giving CFA level 1 exam, he was with me for 7 months. Acha, now he's saying that I'm BTech from CS and in my last sem. You can join the training. You can join the training. Whether you are from any field, I teach this to even 10th standard student. Research is not about degrees. See, reading annual report, does it require research? Does it require a degree? Reading newspaper, does it require a degree? Finding companies, does it require a degree? Punching numbers, using Excel, it doesn't require a degree. No, all months. Just wait, it's for all months. 10,000 is the fixed fees. There is nothing different for that. Timing will be, I've shared the brochure, it will be 3 to 5:30 on the weekends. And weekdays you have to work. Weekdays, that depends how much time does it take for you to work. It's up to you. How would the course cover CFA? Could you so in financial modeling, if you know, or in CFA rather, in CFA, there is a topic called FSA, financial statement analysis and equity valuation, equity, and even at some point economics. So what is equity research? Equity research is analyzing your financial statement, putting it into economics, and then getting it into a valuation. So all these things are linked. I will not say it is exactly linked with the course, but many of the topics are covered. Let's say valuation, the equity topics is entirely covered. I will say 80% is entirely covered. Then FSA, 40-50% of the topic is covered. Understanding balance sheet, cash flows, financial statement, then deferred tax asset, deferred tax liability, all those things are covered. So I'll say overall, and economics also some part is covered because we talk about economics with the newspapers. In the newspapers, you get a lot of data about economics. That is why these three topics are covered. I will not say full entirely covered, but on an average, 40% of the portion is covered. These three topics are not the other one. Equity, economics, and FSM. The mobile number. Sorry, the mobile number is different. Okay, I will put it over here. I think that is 79. It is 887979. It mistakenly became 70. Sorry, I didn't change it. It is 79, not 70. Does any other doubt? Any other? Anything that has not been, that I've not told yet? Or there anything specific thing you want me to tell? Or still you are facing some problems? I hope this was good enough. I hope many of you have got some guidance that how to proceed about it, how to go about it. Because I have been through this, it's difficult. I have also done this all things that I'm telling you that helped me get a job. But if you're passionate enough, if you're ready to put the hard work, it is worth it. 6 months will be a struggle, but then your life changes. The people who have spent their 6 months are working in a good position, at least not doing a sales job, at least. Salaries, okay, salaries vary a lot. It depends on your personal communications, it depends on your skills, it depends on your previous education, but jobs you will get. Indian financial market is growing at a hefty pace. So with more mutual funds coming in, with more research coming in, jobs will be there. And there is students are not there. Those who have attended this session, now it is a difference between you as an MBA and the person outside with an MBA. There is a lot of difference. You know what to target on. If you are somewhere between MBAs, try doing all those things. If you're, let's say, first year into MBAs, just do all those things because people do struggle. Jaspreet asking, will this help only in equity research, investment banking role? Jaspreet, if you know, investment banking is entire finance. Whichever role you see in finance is investment banking. So you are generalizing it, investment banking roles. Wherever reporting, accounting, analysis, forecasting, advisory is used, this course will be helpful. This internship will be helpful. Okay. Everyone cleared? Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for attending the session. I hope I was able to try to open your eyes and give you a guidance. All the best for your future. We can always connect on LinkedIn. No, you have my connection ID. I have also shared my phone number. You can connect me on WhatsApp. Calls, usually I be in the session, so I don't pick up the calls. You can message me on the WhatsApp. If I don't reply, just ping me again, question mark, because there are many students who reply. I forget to reply everyone. So just if it's anything urgent, please do as a question mark again. I will reply. Okay. Okay. One-to-one mentoring for what? Jasprit, we are one-to-one. Come on, tell me what mentoring you want. We are now also one-to-one. This entire internship is mentoring, Jasprit. Things that you need to learn, things that you need to know. Yeah. Bye, guys. Bye-bye. Have a nice weekend and all the best for your career. Bye-bye. Faisal, what is forensic analysis? I don't know. Can you tell me?